TPG reader John asks a great question. How many credit cards are too many? Given what you said about relatively little impact to your credit score, it would seem that 5 to 10 would be okay. Do you agree? Yes. How many cards do you open at once? Now, the credit card companies are definitely getting more and more savvy in terms of making sure people don't open too many cards and get the bonus and close the account down, which is why I always say take a slow and steady approach. I have 25 cards open right now and I still get approved for cards for most of the issuers. However, some of the issuers are making changes. Now, Chase didn't announce these changes, but what we've seen in the marketplace is that if you've opened more than 5 cards from any issuer, you will potentially get denied for getting one of their ultimate rewards cards, the Ink Plus, Sapphire, or Freedom. I've actually seen some mixed reviews from TPG readers. Some people, it's not exactly clear what the criteria is for getting those cards, but if you're starting new to the game, I would highly recommend getting a Sapphire preferred card first, since it will become extremely harder later on after you have a bunch of cards to get that card, and that's the card that I used the most in 2014. So that being said, the other issuers, the rules change all the time. We'll list some of the key there's a bunch of different threads out there where you can figure out, with Citi cards, how often you can get them. But I would recommend doing 2 or 3 cards every 3, 4, 5 months. I think you take a slow and steady approach. Even if you get a pending, you can always call the credit card issuer and explain why you want that card. And of course, when you can always show that you pay your bills in full, it becomes much easier to get an approval. So 5 to 10 cards, it would not be an issue. I would assume a lot of TPG readers have much more than that. So feel free to share how many cards you have, and it's 2015, what your approach would be. But I would say getting a couple of the very best offers, especially when they're 40, 50, 75,000 or higher, hop in on it while you can. But take a slow and steady approach, and preference getting those Chase cards first before you get other cards, just so you get in before the wire. Any other questions? Tweet me at The Points Guy and make sure you like us on Facebook.